So this is going to be a short video today about how to get your information about your volunteering, physical and skill sections onto eDofE. What is eDofE, you might ask? Well, I'm going to tell you that in this video, as well as how to get on it, how to get your basic information onto it, how to troubleshoot it if you have any problems, and then what happens next. So what is eDofE? Well, it's a website and a phone app available for Android and iPhone. And you can use either or both, and it's used to track your progress through eDofE. So you have to put in your details, your volunteering, physical and skills sections, and then once you've done that, us leaders approve those, you upload your evidence to it, you put your reports on it, and eventually it's what lets us produce your certificate at the end. So it's really important that all the correct information gets onto it. As I say, it's a website and an app. You can use them both interchangeably. What we'd suggest is that for getting your volunteering, physical and skill details on to start with, you use the website, because then you can copy and paste from that planner that we've had you do, and it's easier to type with a keyboard. But when it comes to uploading your evidence, you do that on the app on your phone, because you've got the camera on your phone and most of your evidence will tend to be photographs. So I'm going to spend some time now showing you how to get onto eDofE for the first time and get your data in there. So you go to this website, eDofE.org, and it will take you to the login page. Your username you will be able to find, we'll have put it in here in your VPS activities planner. So I'm going to type my username here, and then your password is your date of birth in an 8-digit format. So if you were born on the 16th of December 2006, it would be 16122006. Dead easy to get on. Click submit and you'll be on there. I should get it to save your password for you as well, then you won't have to remember it later. So the first thing you do is it welcomes you to your Bronze DofE, and then you've got to set up your profile. This is the first stage. So you've got to enter all of these details. Then, really important is that you get your email in here. We would strongly suggest that you use your school email address. Really important that you get your address in here, because they're going to send you a pack of information by post to that address, which has got a discount card in it and some stuff that will help you complete your volunteering, physical and skill. Parents and carer contact details aren't required, but you can enter a name and an email address if your parents would like to be kept informed. So then when you've got that all in, you can press enter. And then you have to set your own password. And you've got to tick it twice. You've got some complexity requirements, but you should be fine with that. And you can update the password it's got saved for you. Then a few details about yourself, and when you've completed those, you can click continue. Then you can choose whether you want them to send you offers, like with every website. I'm going to choose yes on this occasion. Then finally we have to agree to their terms of use to activate our account. So then we're going to go ahead and set up our DofE. Now remember, we have to do about 3 sections, one for 3 months, another one for 3 months, and the third one for 6 months. And you can pick whether you want the skill to be for 6 months, the physical to be for 6 months, or the volunteering to be for 6 months. Now when I planned this, I decided that my skill should be for 6 months, so I'm going to tick this box here and click submit. And then you can see here is your sort of overview of your DofE with the sections here, various other things down the left hand side. Worth noting here is your ID number, and you're going to need that later in the process when you come to get your reports in. But for now, we want to enter the details for each of our sections, because at the moment it says they're not started. So we'll go into our volunteering. Your start date for each section. If you haven't started it yet, start it straight away. So I might click today's date. If it's something you're doing anyway, click back and choose the earliest date that's in black rather than grey. And that'll mean you're backdating it as long as it will let you. Then you're going to have to put in your type or category of activity. Now you should already have that in here. Look, my volunteering is helping people. So here we go. I'm going to choose from this, helping people. Activity chosen. Well, what did I say I would do? Dropping food off for the elderly. I'm going to type that in here. Dropping food for the elderly. Okay. Now, then, where am I going to do it? What did I say? I said my neighborhood. Okay, so I'm going to type that in here. My neighborhood. Okay. Now, what are my goals? I said, oh, look, I said quite a bit there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to right click. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste that in here. Save me some typing. That should work for all the boxes apart from detailed activity chosen. You have to type in there. It won't let you paste. It will reject it if you do. My assessor name for this was Jay Sainsbury, who is a neighbour of mine, and his email. I can't remember that. I'm going to go and copy that and paste it in. Okay, and then you've got to pick a leader. Best to pick, I think, Mr. Corley. And then when you've done that, you're going to click submit for evidence. If you find out you're missing some important piece of information, you have to click save as draft and you can come back to it later. But when you've got it right, submit for approval. And that will send a message through to us so that we can approve that as starting. And you'll see it now says volunteering in progress. You're then going to have to do the same thing for your physical and skill sections using the information out of here. Okay, so I'd just like to remind you of a few key things I've just told you. eDofE, where do you find it? On the web at eDofE.org, or as well, you can install the eDofE phone app. Just look for DofE in your App Store or in the Play Store. Then, where do you find your username and password? Look in the top of this document here for your username, and your password will be your date of birth in 8-digit format. Don't forget to have a new password ready to set that you won't forget. Few troubleshooting tips here. If you find you need to change one of your sections, okay, you need to go back in here and you will find there is a button here, revert to draft. If you need to change, you need to click revert to draft, make the changes, and then click that submit button again, so it comes back to the staff to check. If you need to change which section you're spending a different amount of time on, you go to My Bronze DofE here, and you click on View Timescales, and that will let you change this and submit it. And if you forget your password, well, we can't reset them for you. You have to go to the login page and you have to click, once it's gone through, the forgot password link, and from there you can get a link emailed to you to reset your password. That's the only way to do that. We can't do that for you. If you get really stuck, we can find out your username if you've forgotten that. What now? Now you need to go on to eDofE as soon as you can, via the website or the app, enter all your personal details, enter your sections and get started, and we'll approve that program over the next week or two, but you can start straight away. You're going to get some more instructions coming later on how to add evidence. That's usually photos or documents, and we're looking for a minimum really of 3 photos per section. Easiest to add those via the app on your phone, and you can start that as soon as you like. And you'll add your assessor report by taking a photo of that on your phone as well, most likely, and we'll tell you more about that in a couple of months' time when you're ready to start collecting them. Meantime, as I say, we'll approve those sections, you can get them started, and your DofE sections will be underway.